Namaskaram everyone, this is Vishwaksen and welcome to Vaka Talks, where we talk about mental health and emotional well-being in various kinds of relationships. We are doing a series on different roles that people are assigned in a narcissistic family unit. We spoke about the golden child yesterday. Now let's swing to the other end and talk about the scapegoat. Scapegoat is usually the child who checks off the least number of boxes in the narcissist's list of approval. They are of the least value to the narcissist. So they tend to see them as worthless. They still need them. They are needed in the narcissistic system to carry all the blame. If there is any blame for anything that goes wrong in the system, the the scapegoat is blamed for it. If the narcissist gets wet in the rain, they blame the scapegoat. Why did you not give them an umbrella? Why didn't you remind them to take an umbrella with them? If the golden child gets into a fight, they blame the scapegoat. Why did you let them go out? Uh, why didn't you stop them? If the if the scapegoat gets into trouble, why didn't the sorry if the golden child gets into trouble, the scapegoat is asked, why didn't you protect them? If you remember if you watched the TV show Friends, Monica is actually the scapegoat in her family. She is blamed for a lot of things. When Ross loses his job, when Ross gets divorced, a lot of things does not go their way. Their mother immediately turns towards Monica and asks, and you knew about this? As if Monica has any responsibility over Ross. They are grown adults. They lead their own lives. Or she has any say in what happens in his life. And the blame shifting on to Monica happens so much that she even had a term, pulling a Monica. So if anything goes wrong, she calls it pulling a Monica. And she had to promise the therapist to not use the term. So imagine the level of scapegoating that was going around, that was happening in the system, that the narcissist just uses the scapegoat's name as a verb for something going wrong. So that is kind of things that scapegoats go through. Scapegoats are neglected. They do not receive the care, the nourishment, the attention that a child needs. The scapegoat suffers from neglect, and the scapegoat always strives to get the approval of the parent, of the narcissist. Sometimes the non-narcissistic parent steps in, provides them with some care and nourishment and attention uh, that the scapegoat needs, but that is not enough. They do not provide enough because the narcissist demands that the non-narcissistic parent, who usually assumes the role of the enabler, to provide all their resources, uh, all their attention and time to the golden child. So whatever small amount of care and attention and time and nourishment that is remaining is thrown in the direction of the scapegoat. Scapegoat goes through a lot of trauma. And when they grow up, at the smallest sign of intimacy, attention, of praise, of recognition, they fall into the trap of abusers, they fall into the trap of narcissists, because they're so starved of attention and care in their while growing up, that even the bread crumbs uh, that their abuser throws in their direction, they're happy with it. They feel that they have won the lottery with just very small amount of care and love and and uh, and attention thrown their way, because they are not familiar with any of that at home while growing up. While the while the golden child falls prey to praises very easily, because that's what they're used to and that's what they assume love is, the scapegoat falls prey to the tiniest amount of attention, because they did not receive it growing up. And the scapegoat grows up with extreme amounts of trauma, and they keep blaming themselves, because they are the blame carrier. The blame shifting always happens in towards them. Anything that goes wrong, it's their fault. So they convince themselves into believing that they cannot get anything right. They they don't deserve anything nice and good and lovely. They're always messing things up. They're always angering people. They're always causing problems. All that is happening is the narcissistic system is using them as a scapegoat to shift all the blame onto their head, and gaslighting them into believing that they deserve that blame, and manipulating them into automatically assuming that they are wrong, manipulating them into accepting the blame with open arms. A lot of people have been scapegoated in different kinds of situations, because the narcissist can never be wrong and their golden child can never be wrong. And there are always things that go wrong in any system, so they need someone to take the blame and push off the cliff every time things go wrong. And these people need to go through extreme amounts of therapy to even accept that they deserve a loving, caring partner. They deserve someone who listens to them. They deserve someone who validates their emotions, to accept that their emotions and their feelings are real, they are valid, they need to be recognized, their boundaries need to be respected, because their boundaries have been trampled upon by the system, by the unit. They don't they don't even realize that they they deserve to have their strong boundaries. And they get so comfortable being in discomfort that when they leave the system and for the first time their feet touch the ground and they take a deep breath of fresh air, it is so unfamiliar to them that they are scared. Something that is so lovely, something that's so healthy, is scary for them, and they need a lot of therapy to accept that they deserve the basic needs of a human being. If you like my content, please hit the like button and please share your experiences in the comment section below. If you want me to talk about anything in specific, please share that as well. And please share my video with people you feel would benefit from my content, and subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so that you get a notification every time I post a new video. Thank you.